This video is about the types of layouts. The types of layouts which are used into the production systems. And these layouts are also known as the factory layouts. So basically, what is the layout? A layout is the arrangement of workstations, the machines, the equipments into the factory. So basically, the physical arrangement of the workstations, the machines, the equipments into the factory to perform a variety of processing or assembly operations onto the parts or products. This physical arrangement is known as the layout. So first of all, we will discuss about the production quantity. So the production quantity of a factory, of a company, is basically the number of units, the number of parts, the number of products manufactured per year. So if a company, if a factory, if a plant manufacture 10,000 plastic chairs in 1 year, so these 10,000 plastic chairs represents the production quantity. So the quantity of products made by a factory has an important influence on the ways its people, facilities, and the procedures are organized. So we can say the production quantity of a factory has great influence onto the layout of the factory. We have three different types of production quantities. Low production quantities, in which the number of products manufactured by the factory, they are in the range from 1 to 100 units per year. Then we have the medium production quantities, where the range of products manufactured by the company per year is from 100 to 10,000 units. And third one is the high production quantities, in which the factory manufacture 10,000 to millions of units per year. Now we will discuss about the product variety. Product variety basically refers to the different types of parts or the products manufactured into the plant. If a company manufacture ballpoint pens, safety helmets, and washing machines, then the variety of this factory is three. So different products have different shapes and sizes and different styles. Different products may be intended for different markets. So if a plant manufactures fans, air coolers, and air conditioners, its product variety is three. So some products, they have more components than the others. When the number of product types made in a factory is high, this indicates high product variety. And there is an inverse correlation between the product variety and the production quantity. Means if the part or the product variety of a factory is high, then definitely the production quantity of that factory means the number of units, number of parts, number of products manufactured by that company, by that factory per year tends to be low, and vice versa. Here we have represented graphically the relationship between the product variety and the production quantity. So if the part or the product variety of a company is too low, then definitely the production quantity of that factory will be too much high. The product variety can be categorized as hard product variety, the soft product variety. So when there is a too much difference between the products, when there is a substantial difference between the products, it is known as hard product variety. When the difference between one product and the second product is too much high, then this difference between the products is known as the hard product variety. In the case of assembled products, hard product variety is categorized by a low proportion of the common parts, the components among the products. And in many cases, the products in the hard product variety will have no common parts. Like the difference between a car and truck is hard. The tires of the car, they are different from the tires of the truck. The engine of the car is different from the engine of the truck. The body of the car is different from the body of the truck. The difference between a car and a motorcycle is hard. These two products, the car and a motorcycle, they have zero common parts. We cannot fit the tire of car into the motorcycle. We cannot fix the engine of motorcycle into car. And dear friends, when there is a only small difference between the products, this product variety is known as the soft product variety. And in the case of soft product variety, there will be a high proportion of common parts among the assembled products. For example, the difference between car models made on the same production line tends to be soft. So if a company launches a car in market and after 1 year with some modifications they launches the same car with a different model after 2 years with some other modifications they launches the same car with a different model, then these differences in the models within the same car they tends to be in the category of soft product variety. The difference between same cell phones models tend to be soft. So first of all, we will discuss about the low production quantity and the types of layouts which are associated with this type of production quantity. So production system facility associated with this type of production quantity is known as the job shop. So job shops make low quantities of specialized and customized products. The products manufactured by these low quantity production systems, which are known as the job shops, They can be very large, they can be very heavy, such as space capsules, aircrafts, special machinery, submarines, aircrafts, aeroplanes. Customer orders for these kinds of items are often special and repeat orders may never occur. And the equipments used in job shop, they are general purpose and the labor force is highly skilled. The equipments are general purpose because we need the maximum flexibility into the equipments because after the completion of one product, the job shop has to manufacture a product with different nature, a product of different style, a product of different type. And if the product is large and heavy and difficult to move in the factory, it remains in a single location, at least during its final assembly. And the type of product variety in the low production quantity systems, in low quantity production systems, in job shop is the hard product variety. And the type of layout associated with the job shop is the fixed position layout. So this one is the example of fixed position layout. This one is the fixed position layout in which the product remains at a fixed position because the product is very large, very heavy and difficult to move. And all the resources means the production machines, the material handling systems, the material transportation equipments, the inspection equipments, the computer resources, the human resources, the starting raw materials, the parts, the components, they are brought to the product, to this fixed position. So this one is the example of the fixed position layout. This one is the example of the fixed position layout. The manufacturing of the aeroplane. It's a very large, very heavy product, difficult to move. The type of production system used for the manufacturing of this product is known as the job shop, which is the category of low production quantity system. The manufacturing of the ships belongs to the fixed position layout. So depending on the product variety, two different types of facilities are used in the case of medium quantity production. When the product variety is hard, batch production is used. The batch of one product is made after which the facility is changed over to produce a batch of the next product and so on. The changeover between the production runs takes time, called the setup time or the changeover time. Because the products included into various batches, they are in the category of hard product variety. Means there is too much difference between the products. So while switching from one batch to the next, we have to stop the production machines. We have to make the physical changes into the machines. We have to change the physical setup of the machines. We have to change the work holding devices. We have to change the cutting tools. This one is the time during which the machines are not producing. They are not performing the processing operations or the assembly operations. So this time is the last production time, which is the disadvantage of the batch production. Because during this time, the workers are either changing the toolings, the cutting tools, the jigs and fixers, the work holding devices, the work transportation devices, or in the case of CNC machines, we have to change the part programs to process the next batch. And in the case of batch production, the production machines, the equipments, the machines are arranged into the process type layout. What is the process type layout? The layout in which the machines are arranged according to the function or type. Means the lathe machines are arranged in one department, the milling machines are arranged in the other department, the drilling machines are arranged in the other department, the shapers are arranged in the other department, the grinding machines are arranged in the separate department. So this one is the example of the process type layout. The different machines are arranged into different departments. And because in the case of process type layout, the batches have to move from one department to the next department for their completion. So too much material handling is required, too much transportation is required, too much time is required, too much human workers are involved. The parts, the components are lost while moving from one department to the other department. So in the case of process type layouts, the cycle times of the parts, the products, they are increased, and the work in process inventory is also increased. So these are the drawbacks of the process type layout. We are discussing the medium quantity production, and we discussed if the part or the product variety is hard, then the production system used will be the batch production. And if the product variety is soft, then the production system used will be the cellular manufacturing. The extensive changeover may not be required between one product style and the next. Basically, these are the parts or the products which have different models but they belong to the same product. So groups of similar parts are made on the basis of similarities in their design attributes or the manufacturing attributes. And on the basis of their design attributes or the manufacturing attributes, we design cells which are capable to produce a single family of parts or products. They are capable to produce a limited variety of part configurations, and the parts, the products, on the basis of their design attributes, on the basis of the similarities in their manufacturing attributes, they are divided into different part families, and the division of these parts or products into different part families is accomplished with the help of a Japanese philosophy known as the group technology. And the layout used in the case of medium and the layouts used in the case of medium quantity production systems in which part or the product variety is soft, they are the cellular layouts. In cellular layouts, different types of machines are arranged in one cell, and each cell is capable to process a part family or a limited number of part families on the basis of the similarities in their design attributes or the manufacturing attributes. So, because the parts or the products in the case of cellular layout, they do not need to move throughout the factory for their processing, for their assembly, for their completion. So, definitely the cycle times are lower, the work in process inventory is lower. So, these are the examples of cellular type layouts. Then the third type of the production quantities is the high quantity production. The high quantity production is also known as the mass production. The production facility is dedicated to the manufacture of that product only. In the case of mass production, high quantity production, mass production, the part or the product variety is zero. The system will manufacture the similar parts, the identical parts. There is no difference between the parts, between the products. So there is no part or the product variety, neither hard nor soft. So there are two categories of mass production, quantity production and the flow line production. In the case of quantity production, it's a type of mass production. Single parts, single components are manufactured on a single piece of equipment. The quantity productions involve only a single equipment. There is only a single machine, only a single workstation. For example, the manufacturing of parts on stamping presses and the layout used in the quantity production is the process type layout. The second category of the mass production is the flow line production. It involves multiple workstations as compared to quantity production. And these workstations are arranged in sequence. The parts, the assemblies are physically moved through the sequence to complete the product. Parts or products to be made are identical, similar. And all parts products, they follow the same sequence for their completion. So the part or the product variety in the case of either the quantity production or the flow line production, in the case of because these both types belong to mass production, the part or the product variety is zero. And the product type layout is used in the case of flow line production. The workstations are arranged in sequence in one long line or into a series of connected line segments. The jobs, the work parts, the parts or the products, they are moved through the same sequence of machines, the processing workstations. So this one is the example of product type layout, in which each part, each product will follow the same sequence of processing operations on same sequence of machines. The one best example of the product type layout is the assembly lines.